Football, the beautiful game. It means so much, but in many different ways to people. For some, the wear and tear of the sport mean they can no longer continue to play, but others just can't leave the game. Here in Hampshire, there are opportunities for adults over the age of 35 to carry on competing. There are 57 men veteran teams based in Hampshire spread across 4 different leagues. Gary Pratt is the community manager for the Hampshire FA, which involves organising all cup competitions. The FA provide 2 cup tournaments for each Saturday and Sunday veteran leagues. He explained how the FA support veterans football and what the teams that enter gain from winning.
We work with our leagues, so we've got currently 48 sanctioned leagues, of which the majority of those are adult leagues. And within those adult leagues, it's a pathway for players that are finishing playing in what we call mainstream football, so 16 plus, to give them some sort of age structured playing ability. It's a prestigious competition really. It brings in all of the top teams within the county into a knockout cup competition, and it's that prestigious thing of winning the county cup. It's the highest cup that they can play for with no national competition.
The Veterans Saturday League Cup final takes place at AFC Tottenham's ground, the Testwood Community Stadium, on the 21st of March. There have been 16 previous winners of the competition, with 2 sides that have had considerably higher amounts of success than others. Coldham Common FC have previously won the competition 3 years in a row between 2012 and 2014. Nursling, however, are reigning champions and have won the tournament a previous 4 times. The 2 sides face each other in the final, with both sides looking to repeat history. The reigning champions manager, Leighton O'Hara, showed his confidence ahead of the final and how important it is for him to be there.
The Hampshire Cup final means everything. This is the biggest one for me. It's get the most plaudits, the most media coverage. I love it. I think it's brilliant. So I'm looking forward to it massively. We've been lucky enough to reach loads of cup finals, and I'm lucky enough to manage a great bunch of lads.
Coldham Common started as the strongest side. They took the lead in the first half, but a red card in the second half allowed Nursling to get themselves back into the game. Nursling used the extra man to their advantage and levelled the game. The match finished as 1-1 after 90 minutes, which meant that the game went straight to penalties. Nursling's goalkeeper Tom Hawkins saved a vital penalty. Coldham Common then hit the bar, which meant all Nursling needed was to score their next penalty to win. The match finished 1-1 and 4-3 to Nursling on penalties. Nursling have been one of the most successful teams in veterans football in Hampshire. One man that knows the club better than anyone is Danny Gettings. He currently plays for the veterans side and has done for the last 10 years, but he has also played for them at men's level and has even been manager of their first team. He spoke about some of the experiences he has had since playing veterans football.
I've been the first team manager at Southampton Premier level and the veterans manager as well. As vets, I've been involved with the vets team for 10 years now, and it's the 5th time we've actually won it. I think we've lost in 1 or 2 of the finals, so it was quite a big achievement. It sort of keeps you going. It's a good standard, but it's everyone wants to do it, but the leagues have sort of deteriorated over the last couple of years in standard as well.
Veterans football is far less glamorous than other standards, but the spirit between the players is still ever present. The team play at Nursling Recreation Ground, which in comparison to AFC Tottenham's Testwood Community Stadium is clearly lacking in resources and facilities. Gettings gave his thoughts on the support the club received from the FA and the council for their facilities.
It would be a nice added bonus to put something back into the club from Hampshire FA. That's sort of really about what you actually get from them is now basic, but you have to abide by their governing bodies. Most teams have got their own pitches, so that's sort of pretty good. We've got the parish council here. They've sort of don't do as much as we would like for the playing surface and the facilities, but everything would help.
When speaking to Gary Pratt from the Hampshire FA, he praised the facilities within the area and the support given to those teams involved, but still believed that there could be improvements.
I think more can be done to support any type of football. I don't think it's specifically for veterans. Currently with the over 35s age group, there is actually quite a bit going on. with our leagues at the moment with 11v11, but then we also branch on to walk-in football, fully over 50s. We have competitions for over 50s, over 60s and over 70s running throughout a number of volunteer groups across the county. So a lot does happen, but never say never for progression. Our facilities across the county are basically sort of there for everybody, not just designed just for veterans, but it's designed for everyone. So we have a facilities and investment manager in Sasha Nicholas. He goes around and looks at potential development sites for the clubs, how the clubs can improve their own sites as well. There's obviously a 3G provision with a number of 3G pitches within the county that sit on the FA register, and I think we're the second or third highest for the amount of pitches within the country for within our boundaries. So there's a lot out there, and a lot of different organisations putting together with Sport England, lottery funding, the Football Foundation, and obviously us here at Hampshire FA as well, all putting together and working on improving those sites.
However, veterans football has been seen as a problem that should be feared in lower levels of football. Grassroots official Dave Cox said to the Daily Echo back in 2010, "One of the worst things ever brought in was veterans football. Years ago, players would carry on until they were 38 or 39. These days, they go on and play vets football, and they're not interested in staying involved and helping clubs. These people go on playing until they're 45 or 50, and when they get to it, they don't want to get involved with clubs anymore." Veterans football does face a number of other issues as well. Teams do often face the struggle of raising a team. In fact, Colden Common's veterans team won by a walkover in the semi-final of the Saturday Veterans Cup, which meant that they reached the final against Nursling. Danny Getting spoke about his experience with the problem.
Nursling have obviously had quite a successful time since I've been involved, and you do tend to get teams pulling out, not saying they can't field a side or we're not playing Nursling. So you tend to get 3 or 4 of those a year.
Getting's manager, Leighton O'Hara, didn't seem as worried by the issue though.
It can be difficult, but to be fair, the top teams seem to attract players well enough, so everyone's pretty happy playing for this side, so it's decent.
Nursling's dominance in veterans football helps them maintain a consistent squad, but to a few of the players, success isn't the most important part.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, from the age of 35 to come up and play with some players that have played at the pedigree that they have, it's been a privilege. So, and at Nursling we're one of the best sides. So, it's been brilliant to continue it.
It's just a play of the mates I play with, through Wessex League and Southern League. It's just good to continue that camaraderie of them all on vets football now. So it's good.
I enjoy it. It's my only outlet every week. It's my only bit of exercise. Saturdays used to be competitive, and now it's good fun. Get to see everyone.
For many of the players, the opportunity to play their finals at the Testwood Community Stadium adds real excitement to the occasion. The chances to still play in these matches are just as important to the players involved now compared to when they were younger.
It's just, I don't mind the trophies so much, but we like winning, so it's good.
It's immense. I mean, but to be fair, we're used to winning trophies here at Nursling. We've won, on average, probably 3 trophies a year from the 11 years that I've been here, so it's just a continuation of that success.
Just for the local community here, we get loads of fans coming in and watch us at Nursling, so it's good for them to share that success with us.
The fans heavily consist of friends and family, and for most players, matches like these create great opportunities for their children to have the memories of watching them play. The feeling of winning and losing doesn't change whether you're 18 or 40, but nights like these are priceless and will always be proudly remembered.